Welcome back to Motherboard News, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So I got a little extra video for you. It seems earlier today, there was a leak from Gaijin themselves this time. They accidentally showed off the little preview video for an upcoming vehicle, the Vixen, a British naval fighter jet that does not have any guns. It is armed with, from what we can see, 4 red-top air-to-air missiles, same ones on the English Electric Lightning. If you go and check up on the Wikipedia, it also says it can carry, of course, rockets of various types, 2 AGM-12 bullpups, and some red bread. Besides that, there's not a whole lot else to say. It went a alright 1,110 kilometers an hour. It's from the 50s, so it's probably going to be like 8.7, something like that. Another interesting point of view to take is, at least to my understanding, this thing had no gun pods or anything like that. So this would be kind of a first vehicle to be in game that only has missiles as offensive characteristics. So not like a bomber or something like that. This is purely a fighter jet that only can use missiles. That, as far as I can tell, and no, the thing that shoots rockets doesn't count, is a new type of vehicle to work under. Everything else either has some capability of carrying a gun on it, or has guns built into it, or it's a bomber. The reason why I find this really interesting is because having a gun on your plane is a very modern concept. A lot of modern jets forego with guns like that in place of, well, missiles work anyways. In games, some variants of the Phantoms don't have guns built into them, but they're forced to have a gun pod. Sometimes you can forego the gun pod in place of missiles, but you start out with the gun pod. The MiG-21 PFM also is an aircraft without an internal gun, but Gaijin forces a gun pod on the bottom of it, which you cannot get rid of even if you really wanted to. Now, I don't know why you'd want to, because 2 air-to-air missiles isn't going to cut it, but they don't even give you the option. Some future planes that we might see sooner than later, F111, for example, have the option for a M61 Vulcan. However, it's not often fitted, at least that's what I read on Wikipedia, because I don't actually know anything about the jet. Another interesting concept is, if they give you this thing, Vixen, from what I'm reading, is that it had no other option to fend off enemy attackers besides 4 red-top air-to-air missiles. Apparently it could also carry fire streaks. But they gotta give one of those as a stock ordnance, otherwise how are you going to do anything in the plane? Unless they actually expect you to use snebs and they label it attacker. That would suck. But maybe, just maybe, we'll start seeing stock missiles, as people have been asking for so much. Now, as fun and cool as all that sounds, this one jet isn't all that I'm going to make this video about, because in the little preview video that was leaked, people spotted something. In the video, as you can obviously see, there is a moment in which the Vixen shoots down an enemy jet with an air-to-air missile. But what was that jet that got shot down? Well, people put it into the CSI computer and enhanced the image, and then did some other weird stuff in which they produced this blob. I don't know, looks like nothing to me. What people want it to be is the Viggen, a 3rd-gen Swedish Canard fighter jet, which could equip either 2 RB-71 Sky Flashes, which are AIM-7s essentially, 6 AIM-9s, or 4 AIM-120s, as well as rocket pods. If that were to be added this patch, you can just imagine what kind of crazy things other nations would get. And as for Swedish jets, it would, I'm pretty sure at least, be the next jet up on the list of things for them to get. So it would make some sense. Also, I believe that there was mentions of it in the files somewhere. I don't have it on me though. For me, it certainly does look like it could certainly be the Viggen. However, how do we know that it's not some other jet with a T-tail? Now, would it be entirely possible that they do accidentally leak another new jet? Because they did the same thing with the F86 preview video where it showed off, unfortunately, the Su-7 BKM being shot down. The possibility is entirely there. But even with all these enhanced images and whatnot, we have to remember that the original image is actually really low quality, and there's a possibility that perhaps the computers that they're using are enhancing the image in ways that aren't intended. However, the silhouette I can't match to any other plane currently in game. So I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. What do you think? Is the Viggen coming? Is it confirmed? Has it been leaked officially? Be sure to share that down in the comments or on my Discord. Now, before you answer that question, there's been a few updates. First off, actually, someone had just come to me claiming that him and his friends had observed the image a little bit more and captured a frame that looks a little different than what we're used to seeing. I can't recreate it, so I'm a little suspicious on whether this is truthful or not. Honestly, I do feel that we are getting a little out of hands on trying to speculate what plane this is, and it's probably something that's already in game, but you never know, I guess. Sim 1080p recently just said on the forums, "Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend." Oh, Oh no. Interpret that in any way you will. I actually have one more story for you. I forgot to put it in my last video. On a recent Gaijin video, they had showed the first this or that of various topics. One of them they went with was the first air-to-air missiles. And for that, they pointed to the AIM-9s on a Saber in 1956. Now, actually, what's funny, first of all, is they got it wrong. The fire flashes were in service in 1955. But also, people actually cared about was that these AIM-9s were on a US jet, or at least what appeared to be a US jet. This had led many to believe that this was another accidental leak and that they are going to add a US Saber with air-to-air missiles on it. However, unfortunately, you can find this skin that the plane has on the Live.War Thunder page, and it happens to be a universal camo with all Sabers. So this is probably a Japanese or Chinese F40. So no, US is not going to get a Saber with air-to-air missiles. They do sometimes leak things, but I don't know if they've ever actually leaked a new vehicle through a YouTube video. And that there is really all I have for this video, so quick shout out to patrons, YouTube members, and Twitch subs. Thanks very much, guys. Comments, questions, and concerns are going to be put down below or on my Discord. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Make War Thunder weekly news videos every Friday, make random videos throughout the week, and I like to stream on Saturdays. So be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything at all. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. In the terms of bonus news, apparently the official War Thunder account on the VK blogs posted this image, and it says, hey, Pilot Coon, want some Vietnam flashbacks, yeah? I can only assume that this means that War Thunder will become a gacha game, or perhaps Girls Frontline War Thunder crossover.